we get into this quick, how was our week? I would mostly let Lee do a lot of the talking because it was primarily about him. But we were all hanging out with him this weekend, which was a fucking awesome time. We would like to do it again. My Friday consisted of, I came down to Chuleta Lee's studio. The fiance had the chicken on deck.
Yep.
With the rice and salad. Santi Sensation, aka Milwaukee Tools, that's his stripper name, came through. We had a little good time. You know what I'm saying? We had the food, the beers. We'd even DJ. Richie came through. That was the whole thing. The boys were back together. It was like that song from the movie, The Boys Are Back in Town. So the Chicago boys were back. Hopefully us four could get together for the football game because we ain't going to Chicago. So we'll have to call Richie to see if he wants to come over for that weekend and watch the game. And go from there. But that was my Friday. We'll get into Saturday when Lee comes in with his thing. But this week is, I got 3 days of work. Very tired, and I'm still doing the challenge that Lee set up in our Nike run. I'm surprised that I passed the goal already that Lee set up for 43 miles.
Yeah, so we'll let's dig in, then we'll get into I guess similar to Al. Friday met up my cousin Richie. Richie stood out here. We hung out, and then Saturday, which we'll get into the Chuleta Brothers August Run Challenge. We went for a walk along with Richie.
That's right.
But so Friday night, chilled out. We ate some chicken. I think we watched videos, just bullshitting, cracked jokes. Then Saturday, we'll get into it in a little bit. Then Sunday, chilled out with my cousin Rich. Watched TV, chilled out. And then just chilled with my girl, which was much needed because last week's work week was insane. And then, when was it? Then Monday we did taco night at Chuleta Al's house. So we did taco nights, and we were just watching videos. We were watching funny, which we're planning to maybe incorporate. We're watching basically groomsmen. Well, first it was bridesmaids dances for the groom, and then we started watching like funny groomsmen dances for
and the groomsmen
like
were
weddings.
better than the ladies.
Yeah, they were really funny. So we started watching that, and that's been it. This week has been super busy.
And then yesterday we stepped out for dinner at our local bar, Sedona. The whole fam met up. It was me, my girl Lee, his fiance. Santi Sensation came through with his daughter. Shout out to her. She's so fucking funny and cute.
Yeah, Noemi.
Noemi. She needs her own podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a quick dinner in Sedona. I was actually surprised. We had like a 10-minute wait for a table, but it's understandable because everybody was out there, and that's the only place that has big enough outdoor seating. He gave us good news for when football starts, so I was like happy. He told us that he's probably one of the restaurants that's going to be at 50 capacity, and he's going to have the sports going on, the heaters outside. So I already know if I want to come and watch again, I know where I'm going. But yeah, that was like the major thing for the week. Well, not the really major. Saturday was the major day that we could get into right now and shit. And I'll let Lee take over.
Yeah, first let's give the results for the Chuleta Bros run for the August challenge. To be honest, I think last month was probably me, Jesus, who did this, and my girl. My cousin came in late. It's good to see from last month and all that stuff that everybody's kind of involved, and we're all having a good time with it. And Al's been showing out the most, so I'll go into Chuleta Brother, and I'll give us our overall numbers. So Chuleta Al, this month's goal was 43 miles. He already broke that. He's way past that. I'm at second place in terms of the actual Chuleta Bros, 37. My cousin Anthony, then Lewis, Santi started late, but he's right up in the mix. Jesus, who knows what numbers are real or not. And my girl started late, and then Richie is in it as well. So if we go into the club, which the club sometimes it carries pretty much, it follows all the miles. So Jesus has 59, and Al got 51. I got 37. I'm in third place. My cousin Anthony got 26, followed by Lewis. Santi got 16. Richie got 15, and then Yanni got 6. So that's pretty much it in terms. But I already accomplished the August challenge. We'll definitely keep you posted as each week. Next week's podcast, we're gonna try to fit it in because we're gonna be on a little vacation for my birthday. So we'll try to either do it Tuesday or maybe even Wednesday. So we'll keep you guys posted. We definitely want to do talk about what we maybe plan to do in Boston and all that stuff prior to us going out there. In terms of starting this Chuleta Brothers Run Challenge, the one thing I want to do is, and I was thinking Chuleta Brothers Fantasy Football Draft. And I'm thinking maybe when we set it up, maybe when we get back from Boston at some point, closer to the season starting. And then I'm thinking maybe for us to do a live draft, but Zoom call.
Okay.
That way it makes it fun. Like, yo, we could talk shit. Like, you're up. Who's next? The whole thing is just like, people, don't be shy. Like, we're going to do it for free. If people want to put money into it, I'm all down. As long as people join. So,
yeah, last year it was only 4 of us.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing. So it's fun if it's a lot of us. So I'm just thinking of a few listeners. I don't think Jonathan watches football like that, but Santi definitely join, even if it's for fun. I know last year
he joined.
He picked Antonio.
He had 3 players that were not playing, and
some of them were retired. But so I think Santi will be down. I know us 2. That's 3. Richie, I need to get in the mix. Hopefully, I could get Milton. Which would be 5.
I don't know if Jesus does this.
Jesus, I think if I tell him, he'll probably join. You could tell your boy from last year as well.
Nah, he was the one that passed away.
So sorry to hear, so.
Yeah, man.
Fucking moot point. But anybody who wants to join, we'll extend it. Baron, if you want to auto pick, you don't need to, like I said.
It's free.
Or even my sister. And like I said, I'm down to do like $20. And maybe like, so usually the minimum you could create the fantasy football is for 8 teams. So if you do $20, that's $160 for first place at the end of the football season.
Yeah, we could do it all the way until the Super Bowl because it normally gives you the playoffs.
But the playoffs, so normally the way fantasy football, I think is Richie's the commissioner on this shit. I think by week 13 it stops, and then from there the playoffs start with the last 3 games.
Really? Because the ESPN one will go all the way to week 16.
Because let's say, because it goes to the playoffs start because all the teams are still playing.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's say I got the Bears, then I'm making the playoffs in my. So I think week 13 is the cutoff. But like I said, please let us know who's down. If you know us, just text us. If you're down to do $20 each, I don't think that's a lot of money. But
even Rodeo, I know Rodeo watch football.
Rodeo's one person.
Either just send us your email or DM us your information, and we'll because we still have the name of the league from last year, which is the Chuleta Bros. So all he has to do is go back into it. I don't know if he forgot his password or whatnot, and then he just emails people from there. And like he said, we could pick a day that's good for everybody. You guys let us know if it's like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
And we'll just do the podcast at the same time.
Yeah, and then we could just do the draft, which normally takes like an hour and a half, depending on how many people are there.
Yeah.
Because we only gonna, I think we only gonna have, an average of 12 picks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it depends how many people. I'm gonna probably throw the shit out there to I have another WhatsApp. I have another group, which is the group from my cousin's block, OSE. A lot of guys from 78, and they these guys each day they interact So maybe I'll throw it out there to them. I'll maybe tell Ant if he's down, because Ant is down for this run challenge. So, like I said, we could do it for free. If you guys want to do $20 or something like that, I'm also down for that. So, we'll keep you guys posted. But if any of you guys are down to join, or if you have a friend who wants to join, even better, because the more people we could do, I could do a league of like 12, which that will even make the pot bigger if we put money into it. So that's just a heads up. So that'll be coming soon, hopefully in September. We'll keep you guys posted. Other than that, let's get into, I guess, you want to get to sports before we get into Saturday?
Yeah, we could talk about the playoffs.
Yep.
The NBA playoffs started, which has been going fucking good. Surprisingly, the Lakers lost. The Bucks lost, which were the two favorite teams, one from the East and one from the West. Mavs looked good, but they lost to the Clippers. So far, all the games have been not a blowout. Like normally, like every year, you see like certain teams, are blowing out other teams in the playoffs. But for some reason, everybody in the bubble has no what they call home court advantage.
That's a big thing, man.
Because everybody's playing in the 2 or 3 little arenas they're playing in. Or I think it's just 2. And it's going good because, everybody has an even playing field. So now, an 8 seed like Portland could fucking knock out the Lakers, who are number 1 seed. And that'll be shocking, you know what I'm saying? So, for me, the playoffs have been going good.
Yeah, the playoffs have been fun. The games, so the reason I like this year, what I like about it kind of, for me, it feels like a March Madness feel to it, because they're doing brackets. And I guess for me, selfishly, we haven't had some sports like for a few months. So now, like, it's fucking awesome for me because I'm working from home. I know that 1 o'clock, at least for the first round of basketball playoffs, I know like at 1 o'clock there's like a game going on, or 2, because they're giving 4 games each day, and they're airing each game. So it's cool. You get to watch a game from, like I said, kind of like NCAA, 1 to like 3. Then you watch another one like 4 to 6, and 6 to whatever, like 9. And a 9 o'clock game is the last one.
Yeah.
So, like Al said, a lot of the games have been very competitive. Prior to this, I was watching basketball, but not that much. So now, like, I'm getting to see new players that I didn't really know how good they are. And you're like watching, and you're like, oh shit, this kid is nice.
Yeah.
Or this guy's playing good. And I think the biggest element, like Al said, which sucks for like the number 1 seed or the top seed teams, is that they don't really have home court advantage.
They don't.
And
you could tell it's a home game just because they do like the logos for the main team. Like yesterday was like the Lakers, it was their home game, so it was like more yellow.
Yeah,
you see the LA
and they get their sponsors and all that stuff.
So that's the only thing you're gonna see. But other than that, you're playing in the same court that you started playing when the bubble began. So if you don't know how to play in those courts, it's on you. Because if you played 8 games already, you should know. You should get the feel for the fucking basket.
But it's nothing like a home court.
Oh no!
Yeah,
and with the crowd.
Yeah, because even when I was young and I used to play basketball, for some reason, if I played 175th in Amsterdam, I was so much better than if I played somewhere else. It just took me a while. But like it sucks for the number 1 seed teams, but for the number 8 seed teams, forget it. Like they're good.
They're going all out. That's what Portland playing like. Yo, there's no tomorrow.
So right now, I don't know the whole thing. So right now, like Al said, Portland is playing the Lakers. Portland won the first one, and Portland has a squad.
Oh my god,
they got a fucking squad.
Carmelo's playing like he's just got drafted this year.
Carmelo's playing. They got Whitehead.
Why he didn't play like that when he was with the Knicks?
It's just like he's good, but he's he got Damian Lillard, who's fucking shooting threes from like half court.
Oh my god,
like nothing. McCullough, they got, like I said, Whitehead, they got Carmelo, they got some other kid named Tucker, who I didn't know, he's nice. So they got a squad, Portland. So I think they're gonna give the Lakers problems.